Coming up on this episode of Cade Friends.
I'm sorry that my episodes take us on this roller coaster each time.
I think it's
You shouldn't have to apologize.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to.
I think I'm somewhat to blame for it too. So
I'm actually a fun person in real life.
Mm-hmm. She is.
Really never bring up 9/11 and how I choose to die.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's weird that they came up though. I don't know.
Strange. I wonder who threw those in the pot.
Hello, and welcome to a new episode of the Cade Friends podcast. I am joined this time with Andrew Nichols and Kenna Stimson. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Good. Oh, well, that's good.
Good.
That's such a brave statement there, Kenna.
I know. I know.
Mm-hmm.
I like to shake things up, go against the standard, expected answer.
Yeah.
Just keep people on their toes.
What was the expected answer?
From how are you doing?
How are you doing? If it's not good, what is it?
It's gotta be. I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. Maybe not great.
Yeah. I'm doing awful. Is that how most people respond?
You know what's horrible is when you actually respond with how you're really doing, and it's like.
And then people
are like, "Oh, that's nice."
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, so
no one's actually.
no one
doing
wants
good.
to know. No one's doing good.
No one is.
No one's doing good.
But also, no one wants to know. Especially here.
That's what I think. Yeah.
In the Midwest, it's a greeting. Hi, how are you?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Like I had a lady ask me that going by me on a bike one time, and so I was like, obviously she didn't want to know.
Yeah, like you had to.
How I was doing.
Why would she ask that on a bike as she's riding it?
Because it's a greeting. It's just, hi, how are you? We don't really want to know.
But like you're supposed to say
answer?
good, and then you're supposed to ask them, right, in return.
Good, how are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which you couldn't do if she zoomed past you on a bike.
No, I couldn't even. She was just like gone before. I was just like.
I'll tell you, drive-throughs, they'll ask you how you're doing, and then you'd like try to instigate, and then they're like trying to get on with their, like, it's like a weird thing, because like, I want to, the correct thing is to say, good, how are you?
Sure.
Yeah, right.
But then that doesn't.
Good, I need some fries.
Yeah. It's because it's like good, and then like they're jumping into the rest of the script, and then it's like, oh, we've tripped up here somehow.
Yeah, now I don't know how to talk to you.
Yeah. So now it's all in an awkward situation. Yeah. Andrew, could you slide off camera, please? Further off camera.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's good.
All right, cool.
So you're good. That's good to know. That's good.
Yeah. I guess, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Or you said you lied is what you just admitted to, right?
I actually am doing pretty good right now.
Like, relatively speaking?
Yeah, like in this moment.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I like that.
Good.
I like that. You doing good, Andrew? I didn't ask you.
I'm doing all right. It's been a week.
Good, how are you?
That's great to hear, Andrew.
Usually, yeah, I'm doing all right. How about you, Kay? No, the thing is that usually if somebody asks me like how I'm doing, I'm usually pretty upfront about it.
You are.
Yeah.
You don't have a problem with unloading your personal baggage onto someone else.
Well, I'll just be like, I'm doing okay.
Did they ever ask you about it?
Does it seem
sometimes?
So you say you're doing okay as if you're not doing okay?
Yeah.
Oh, hopefully they can read the tone well.
Yeah, if I say yeah, I'm doing good. About you? It's usually a pretty good indicator. Like I'm managing all right. And then if I'm not like, I'm doing okay.
Oh,
that's usually like.
Are you inviting them to ask more?
Say what?
Are you inviting them to ask? Are you wanting them to ask more about how it was?
Yes.
Or are you just trying to be honest?
I'm being honest.
Okay.
Because I don't like lying to anybody. Mm-hmm. So the thing is that like if somebody asks me like, hey, how you doing? I won't say, oh, I'm doing pretty fucking awful. I'm not going to say that because that's I don't want to be an asshole to anybody.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if I'm not legitimately not doing good, I don't want to be like unloading everything.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
But you said you sometimes want to tell people.
Sometimes. Mm-hmm. Like, I think it's just, excuse me. I think it's just in human nature that like sometimes you want to get things off your mind, and it's totally okay.
Does it depend on the person, or are you just going to tell anybody?
Depends on the person.
Yeah.
Depends on the person.
I wouldn't want to tell just anybody.
No. I like,
Or if you have the time, like, because sometimes it is just like a passing sort of situation, you know, you wouldn't be like
on a bike.
on a bike.
like on a bike.
You're doing very good.
Be like,
Come back. We got to talk.
Yeah. Please ask me about it.
hey, how you doing?
Turns my bike around, actually.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Doing okay?
Because there are some people that are just waiting for someone to ask them how they're doing so that they can unload their whole situation.
There,
And then you're
there
like,
are.
What have
That was
I
a good,
done?
yeah.
Be like, I used to, there was a student who used to come into my office and just tell me everything that's bad. And I'm like, I don't want
There's
your
a-
energy.
There's a campus counselor for you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she came into my office, and I'm not joking you. She came into my office one time and unloaded everything about the taco she just ate, about how bad it
Ooh,
was.
tacos sound good.
And
Tacos do sound good.
but like she just told me like
It's gonna be a long podcast.
she just said like I've just ate a really really awful taco and it was so bad and it was just awful. I don't believe it. And I'm like, do you have a better story?
I
Like,
think maybe she'll watch this.
I don't know. I hope she does. No,
Oh yeah. Hope she knows how much that of an irritating thing. Yeah. Wouldn't it be hilarious if that
sorry.
was you, Kenna?
Wait a minute. You
I
didn't
didn't-
like my taco story?
No. In all fairness, like, just like stuff like that, people like that, I don't hang around.
Yeah.
But
So what did you start to do?
I am so sorry.
Yeah.
But like, the thing is that I actually enjoy like listening to people. I actually enjoy listening to like, trying to help people solve their problems and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's just kind of how I am.
You're a problem solver.
Yeah. I mean, I do it. Yeah. I mean, and the other thing is that I actually really like listening to other people.
Wow.
I
really
can
do.
attest to that.
Yeah.
Andrew's a good listener.
He's a good
Aw.
listener. Yeah.
Aw.
There you go.
Now you're being nice.
Well, I think I should probably introduce. So
you.
this is, I've said before, it was Andrew and Kenna. Andrew and Kenna are both Tulsa-based photographers, videographers, creative creators.
Creative creators.
Yeah,
As
I guess
opposed
we
to
all
the
are. And so, yeah,
non-creative creators.
yeah, all those. Yeah, there's some people who are just create non-creatively. Yeah,
I mean, that is a thing.
it is a thing.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
It's a thing, but not us.
No,
Not us. Not this.
we actually do stuff.
Yes. So I just wanted to put that out there in case everyone, wanted to know and all that. Kenna's, I guess, technically the guest this time, so you act like it, Kenna.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah. I'm trying not to have people explain themselves anymore because I think that I feel like I need to do that for people now because it puts people on the spot of being like, explain who you are and
Yeah.
what's your
Who are you?
yeah. But yeah.
God, I don't even know.
But it's been a bit since our last we did a podcast, the three of us. It was our longest podcast of season 1.
You're welcome.
We hope you enjoyed our 7 hours of content.
And
I know I did.
And I liked it a lot. I recommend it to people whenever they're like, where's some good episodes or whatever. And I do really like ours.
Aw.
Our last one.
That was a fun episode.
I listened to it on the way to the gym, the whole time I was at the gym, and on my way home from the gym. And a little bit when I got home.
Oh, good. That's good.
It was that much content, you guys.
I turned it on
It's
at
a
work.
whole evening worth of content.
The whole gym visit. So
I turned it on like at work and I just let it play.
Mm-hmm.
And
Did you play it out loud to other people so people can hear it?
I mean, there was nobody else in the office, so
Oh,
it was
that's
just
perfect.
me. Yeah.
oh yeah.
It's a perfect time to do it.
Yeah.
Ghosts.
Usually on a Friday when there's nobody there.
Yeah.
Like it's literally, if it's not my student worker, if it's not my student worker in there, which she wasn't in there, it was just,
You remember every time you've listened to a podcast?
yeah.
Where people are at.
I mean, well, not every one of them, but that time I did.
Oh, well, good.
Yeah.
Have you listened to any other podcasts, Cade Friends?
Which one? I did. I listened to the one with Cade and you.
Yeah, okay.
Chrim.
Oh, okay.
Chrim.
Oh, that's good. That's at least two. Yeah.
He's in every single one.
I think the other one I listened to, I went back and rewatched the one that we did on the Girl Scout cookies.
Oh, was that a Cade Friends? That was a
It
separate
was a separate thing, but that's nice. Yeah.
But yeah.
Girl Scout. Yeah, you were all on that.
Yeah, we were in that, and Hannah and
Joseph
was in that.
Alex.
And Alex.
Yeah. And Diane. Diane was in your guys' part.
Because like at work, we were discussing like Girl Scout cookies. Mm-hmm. And
Good segue.
And I happened to plug in like, hey, Cade made this podcast episode about that, and it's quite different, like different tastes.
Wow.
It's quite different.
Yeah, I thought he was talking about the video. Yeah. Yeah. They're supposed to have the new ones this year. There's like a raspberry.
Are you going to do
thing.
another?
I don't think so.
Another trek?
Well, I want to do another trek, but I don't know if I'll make content out of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, like, I don't know what the new sort of thing would be. I mean, I guess that's a new thing, but the new cookie, but I don't know. I don't know what the sort of, what's the new take of it? I don't know. I'm going to go and get Diane and I's already talked, but we're going to get the lemon that's up there. Cause that was our favorite in general, was that lemon.
It was a good one.
That lemon was good.
Mm-hmm. So gonna make the trek for these lemon cookies.
Are they selling them right now?
No, but also this will be released later. So maybe
Maybe by now.
Maybe by now. Or maybe it's passed already. It's possible that it's already, the season's already passed. So don't date this, Andrew.
Yeah. It has to be timeless.
Okay.
Yeah, it has to be timeless.
All right. Unspecified date.
So have you learned anything since you've last been on here, Kenna? About life?
Oh, interesting question. Harder than describe yourself. I think.
Yeah.
Have you learned anything?
Or just recently in general, have you learned anything, Andrew? If you have either one of you, I guess.
Andrew's not the guest.
I was trying to give you time to maybe to answer. Sorry. So go ahead. We'll sit in silence until you come up with something.
That's fair. Andrew, go through your thing. I don't know if I've learned anything new, to be honest.
Yeah. That's sad.
I know.
Something that you could probably come up with on the spot is what that'd be a nice way of saying it.
Yeah. Maybe tonight I'll lay down and I'll be like, I could have said this.
Yeah.
Or this or this.
Yeah. Have you any grand epiphany?
No, I can say 100% I've not had any grand epiphanies.
Oh, wow. That's sad. I don't think I've had any grand epiphanies.
Yeah, I don't know if I've had any. I'm sure I've
just
had
in
some in life.
Yeah, in life.
Growing, I think you realize things.
You're like, yeah, whoa.
My parents are just human beings.
Yeah. That's a thing. That's a thing you learn that like adults in general don't have it together either.
Yeah, no, when I realized that I probably had it together as good as my parents, I was like, oh man, what? Who do I go to? I can't be the expert.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the thing is that like, there's really no textbook or guidebook to just life in general. I mean, we can.
I'm sure there are some.
I mean, there's like self-help stuff, and there's plenty of things that help you out. But the thing is that like most of the time, parents are just winging it, and they really are.
They are.
Like they really are. And we used to think like wow, how'd you know all that? They're doing exactly the same thing we are. We're winging it. Yeah. I mean, and it's educated. There's a difference between like educated guesses and winging it. And from about 90% of the time, that's what parents are doing.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm pro winging it in general.
Well, yeah.
I
mean,
you have a dog in that fight?
Would you prefer?
Finish it. What were you going to say, Andrew?
No. I said, do you have a dog in that fight?
Yeah, I know what you was going to say. And if you want to understand that joke, you should subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/Cade Thomas, to unlock
Kenna.
that joke. But yes. Do you like self-help books in general? No.
I can't say that I do. I feel like they're all saying the same thing in a different way, like a new way where we say fuck along with telling you how to live your life. And that's this new modern way to tell you the same exact thing that every other book is.
Well, it's all just positive thinking, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
be positive or...
that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Or just, it's all the same. It's the same.
Exact same stuff.
Yeah.
So I've read one, I've read them all.
Yeah.
I've read more than one. But
I want a self-help book that's just like, be negative. Be the worst person you could be. Yeah. That would be different.
We're going to explore a different route.
Yeah. There you go.
Well,
Everything is positive.
Yeah, I mean, like...
Be so negative that it turns around to be positive. That's what I say.
Yeah, pretty much.
You should write it, Cade.
Yeah, I think I should. Yeah.
There you go. Next
I'd
big
buy it.
project.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'd buy it.
Yeah.
But the thing is that like self-help books in general, you're right. They do pretty much say the same thing over and over again. And you can't, unfortunately, like force positivity on stuff. But mainly what they're doing is that they're realizing that all humans, whether or not you see them, are flawed, and that we all go through the same. Go through life with some form of flaw, one way or the other, and that we're all. Not only are we not alone, but we also have like a great. I don't know. There's no great divide within each of us. It's all up here. Freedom is right here,
And in your bank account.
and in your bank account.
Yeah.
Because people with money are happier.
Yeah, that's true.
There's like, they debunked that one that was like saying
Money
that
doesn't-
you're happier
money doesn't buy
until like
happiness.
70 something
Yeah.
thousand. And scientists just came out and were like, no. Happiness directly equates to the amount of money that you make.
Well, you have a little bit more freedom to do what you want to do and everything. I mean, it's the whole. It certainly would be easier to just have rich parents or have
I think
a
of
trust
that
fund.
all the time.
Yeah.
I'm always like, why was I not
Like a
born into
nepotism baby
rich?
thing.
Yeah, Nepo babies.
Yeah.
Come on.
Certainly, I mean, like it would be. You wouldn't trade the experience that you had, but at the same time, it certainly would like just more money.
It's like why
What
don't?
gets my goat is when they're like,
Oh, no.
see, if you think it, you can you can become it.
Yeah.
Like, if you believe and you try hard enough, like you'll get there. And it's like, no, you started with every resource you needed to take advantage of to get to that point.
Absolutely.
Like, you can't just wish so hard and work so hard. And what is it that they're doing now? It's like
It's like work smarter, not harder.
making it.
Oh, fake it till you make it.
No, it's like manifesting.
Oh, manifesting.
Oh yeah.
Manifest.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's lovely. I wish I could get on that train. I really do. But I'm like,
I agree, and it seems to like the people that you see in media and everything are often all connected in some sort of way to like either their parents are in that, and or even just I don't think this is somewhat talked about enough. I mean, certainly you see the nepotism babies talked about, but it's just being around LA or New York and just existing like that's where you're from. Even if I think that gives you a chance to sort of. One thing you have, like, if your family's there, you have something to fall back on. Like, you're just around, and then, like, you can have a job and then go to auditions or by chance meet someone who knows somebody or knows somebody who knows somebody. Like, I mean, it's just even just being in that area, whether or not it's from money,
Right.
that often, helps.
right.
Yeah.
I just feel like the people that come from nothing are just so the exception.
Yeah. No, they are. They are. And that's why we kind of know those. And then, you were always like, oh, well, we know the exceptions to the rules, but almost everybody else is, oh, their parents were Vanderbilts. That's nice. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, your grandfather was a Rockefeller? Good on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Not going to fix it.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's really
What are you
how it
gonna
has to
do?
be. You
Yeah.
can't do anything about it.
But I think that they take it as a front, like with the whole nepotism babies thing that came out. They're like, well, I worked hard or whatever, and it's like it's not necessarily your fault, but it's the system's fault. But you are going to have a connection when your father's Barry Levinson, and you get to go walk into a HBO and say, I want a TV show. Like these sort of things, you have connections a little bit more than what other people have. And it's a problem, no matter if you say that, it had very little to do with anything else. But there is. I mean, that's you have things that other people don't have.
Yeah. There's opportunities.
Well,
there's
And people, there's their dreams, and I think I've talked about this somewhat before and other things. But there's people out there who have to essentially give up their dreams in order to pursue a career, and it's like, and they don't have the sort of situation of that they can fall back on wealth or whatever, or they can whatever they have to go for it. And so we see these people who come from wealthy families and things because they have the time to do that, whereas I'm sure there's talent in just some lady who's a waitress somewhere who had to give up her ideas and wants and dreams.
Yeah, to put food on the
Yeah.
table.
Yeah.
To keep the lights on.
Yeah.
We talked about this the last time I was here. I think there's a theme when I come.
There you go.
Yeah, it's...
So what are your current goals, Kenna?
Oh, man. So I just started therapy.
Bravo.
Yay!
Yay. Oh, okay. So you started therapy.
Started therapy.
Bravo.
So you not done therapy before?
I have. It just has been horrible.
Oh, okay.
I've had the worst luck with therapists.
Oh, okay.
They've been...
What do they do?
There was one lady who, during our session, told me that she was intimidated by how much I already knew about the field.
Oh.
And then switched to start telling me about her problems. And so I was like, this isn't going to work out.
Yeah.
You're a really nice person, and maybe you should seek some therapy, but not with your client. Because I can't offer any.
That's bizarre.
It was bizarre. I think that I had already been exercising everything that she had in her back pocket to recommend.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she had nowhere else to go. And so she was like, I got to be honest, you kind of intimidate me.
Was she young or was she okay?
She was younger.
Okay.
And I think she did primarily children's therapy. So play therapy and stuff like that with little kids.
Okay.
But they had given me her after I went to another lady at that same place. And that person, while I was speaking, would interrupt me to tell me something, and then just talked about herself. It was a real winner place. And so I was like, okay, I gave it a shot.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
And then I had a lady who graduated me from therapy, which isn't a thing.
So you're solved.
You're fine. Yeah, it's just you're completely mentally stable now.
Forever.
You're cleared.
Yeah. And
Wow.
so
Did she use the language graduated?
yeah. She did.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Was it a process, or was it just all of a sudden you're graduated, or was it you're getting there and now you've done it?
No, it was one day I came to an appointment. I'd probably been to maybe 4 or 5 sessions.
Oh, wow.
And she's like, "You're cured."
Wow.
She didn't say you're
fun.
cured.
Yeah, she said you graduated.
Said you graduated.
Yeah. Ba, da, 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 da. You should now move your tassel from the left to right.
Amazing. Great.
Graduates graduate.
Okay, so recently you've started therapy.
Yeah, so I just started therapy.
Okay.
This week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's going good.
Yeah,
First
so
time?
far.
So far.
So far, I'm impressed.
Uh-huh.
I found this woman on Psychology Today,
Okay.
and it was after looking for like a long time. She had a wait list. I got on it, and I waited for months,
Yeah.
and then finally got called up.
Oh. So what do you on this wait list? Do you say what your issues are, or are you just a name?
You're just a name.
Oh,
Really.
okay. Uh-huh.
You're just a name. But yeah, I knew I wanted her, and like every good review on their website was about her, and I was like, this is the lady. This is the one who's gonna break the cycle.
So is it's virtual, or is it?
No, it's in
she's
person.
okay. So
Yeah,
she exists.
She's real. I'm not being catfish.
Well, that's cool. What's her office? What's her setting like?
I don't know. It's just like comfy chairs.
So you're in a comfy. What are you in?
I'm on like a love seat.
Okay. Are you doing the whole lay down situation, or do you just sit?
No,
Okay.
I probably could if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Probably be like, listen, I think I would do better
Uh-huh.
in a chaise lounge.
Yeah.
If you could get that.
Mm-hmm.
In here.
So you sit there. Is there plants?
I don't think.
What's on the
noticed any
walls?
plants. There's no windows.
Oh, there's no windows.
No windows.
And is that a positive or negative for you?
It doesn't really matter to me.
Is there art on the walls?
I remember the walls being full, so I'm sure there was something.
Okay.
Bookshelves or something.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Bookshelves.
Yeah.
Did she have her degrees or anything?
I didn't notice.
Well, that's fun. So that's good.
Yeah.
So first step, really good.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
good.
excited about it.
Yeah. What do you hope to get out of this?
I have no idea where I was going with that story. I started that as a way to say something else.
I guess what your goals were. And
and then I was like, I've started therapy. I sit on a comfy couch.
Sorry, I'm really obsessed with the interior, because my thing is like, I don't know how far they lean into being a therapist or the idea of that. Like, that's fascinating to me, because there's an idea of what this office is with the chair and all that. And I'm like, do they lean into that, or do they lean out of it and don't go radically different? Because that's something it's a visual that everyone's so familiar with that I think it has to be a conscious effort, whether or not you toe the line of it's somewhat different in some way, or if it is so, into what they, or they're against it. I don't know. Yeah. And so that fascinates me.
Well, my mom is a therapist.
Okay.
And her office theme is monsters. So.
Oh, okay. Monsters.
There's monsters.
Like monster, like monsters.
Are there is there like just
like movie monsters, existing monsters, like IP, or are they just like caricatures of little made up monsters?
Yeah, like that. They're like little stuffed animal monsters.
Okay.
And like,
but there's no like Godzilla.
No, they're like
King Kong on the wall.
She does like cute, colorful monsters.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But not like there's not like a Monsters Inc. either. There's not like a.
There might be a Monsters Inc., but it's not a Monsters Inc. theme.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There's like a Sullivan on the wall, or a
Sully
Mike.
could go in there.
Yeah.
Mike Wazowski.
It could fit.
Yeah. So you were around therapy.
Yeah, which I think is why that one lady was intimidated.
Yeah.
So it's like, I know more than you.
Yeah. That's fun. So like, I mean, so yeah. So you're a fan of therapy and learning about yourself in that way?
I think so. I mean, it comes to a head, I think, a point where it's like, I need to at least like have somebody that helps untangle all this.
Yeah.
So that I can see it. Because I like feel like it's just all on top of me right now.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. And you think you have a lot of issues to untangle?
Well, let me tell you, we did some screenings while I was there, and they were 100% positive that I have issues. So.
Oh. And they were going to figure those out?
Yeah, I guess so. No, yeah, I got screened, and she was like, "Oh, this is really high. Does that surprise you?" And I was like, "No."
But don't you? So you would know that what is the screening? What goes into that? So it's just like a bunch of.
You have to answer a bunch of questions.
A bunch of questions.
Yeah, and then your score at the end tells you like kind of where you're at.
But couldn't you be able to tell that you were going to run into some issues from the answers, or from the questions in general, or how to answer them?
You probably could.
But
the objective is to answer it honestly, to give you the care that you need.
Yeah. Okay.
And hopefully not try to put it in any direction.
Okay. But you don't. Okay. I see that.
So that's therapy.
You like therapy, don't you, Andrew?
Yes, I do.
Big
You like
proponent.
solving. Have you solved some issues?
Yes, I mean, yes, I have. I mean, I work through my issues pretty much all the time. I go pretty much like bi-monthly to my therapist.
Bi-monthly meaning twice a month?
Twice a month.
Okay.
It was like once a week. And then
Shoot, I wish I was once a week.
Oh, is yours not once a week?
Mine's every other week.
So also
Twice a
bi-monthly?
month.
So is it bi-monthly or would it be bi-weekly? In that
I say
situation?
bi-weekly.
Yeah.
yeah. Wait, bi-weekly is twice a week.
No. Well, it can be. Bi-weekly can mean twice a week or every other week.
Oh, okay.
It's one of those things that has two meanings that are complete opposites of each
Yeah,
other.
like I get paid
okay.
bi-weekly.
Yeah, you get paid by, yeah.
Yeah.
Not twice a week.
Yeah.
I wish.
Yeah. Wish. Let's change it.
I should be like, this is the contract. This is what that word means.
I think you can request that though.
What?
To go.
To get paid twice a week, I thought is what he was saying. I was like, where do you work?
Can I get quadruple?
I would like to get paid.
Yeah, you can request, but like,
Yeah.
But no, I holistically believe that therapy is incredibly helpful. And
For everyone?
yeah, I mean, even if
okay.
you don't have issues, I think you should go. And the reason why
To
is
find
that-
them.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
find
like,
those issues.
I mean,
If you think you're okay, go to someone who
You're
tells you you're
not.
not. Yeah.
because it's really nice to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
That, you know.
But do you think so? In my head, here's me. Because I've never been to therapy.
Hey, do you have a close-up shot?
I don't hear, but yeah. But no, I've never been to therapy, but I also think like I work out the things enough in my head that I feel like I've got it, and I know what someone like I know myself more than what some other person can do and everything. And if I do need to talk things out, I have people that I could talk to about, and I don't need to pay someone to listen to it or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. And I know different people have different perspectives, and I guess it probably would be nice to, I don't know, pay someone to hear my problems. But in that case, it almost seems, I don't know. It seems odd in my head to do that. Yeah.
I've had that thought.
Yeah.
I was like, I just pay this person to listen to me. It's not like
It's almost like a
actually
prostitute
want to.
for the
yeah for your emotions.
an emotional prostitute. Yeah.
I'll take it.
So that's what we should just call them from now on. Instead of psychiatrist or psychologist, you are my emotional prostitute.
They went to school for so long.
Yeah.
And they are emotional prostitutes.
Emotional prostitute.
Yeah. I mean, that's what and that's where it seems like, you could get that in my head through other means and you wouldn't have to pay somebody. But, I guess, you're right. They go to school to read how that all is. And maybe prostitutes do that too. Maybe they go to, there's some school where they read how they
The world-renowned school of prostitution.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amen.
Located in Iowa.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, so with that note,
Yeah, well, I feel like we should cut that whole section. Just take that whole thing out.
no,
Every
I think
time
that was
Kenna
good.
comes, it's an emotional roller coaster. What
Yeah.
was it last time?
Yeah. Well,
It was called
we
We were talking about dreams.
Last episode was called Kenna Unpacks Childhood Trauma.
Yeah.
Which was funny because the joke was, it's such a ridiculous name, but like you make a joke of like that we talk about sort of depressing things in it, and you're like, oh, everyone else has fun titles, and mine's going to be Kenna Unpacks Childhood Trauma, and we end up just calling it that. And it's because I enjoy our conversation where we get to kind of talk about kind of deeper things. Other people would be like, we start talking about some of that, and then they'll be like, and veer it to comedy or deflect or something like that. But
maybe they should go to therapy.
Maybe they should go to therapy.
Learn to talk about it.
There you go. Maybe they should. We have a question sent in by someone you guys may know.
Oh boy.
Hello, Cade. I hear you have Andrew and Kenna on this episode, or as I like to call them, Candrew and Kenna. Get it? Like can. They can. That's what I call them in my free time. Anyways, I just wanted to pop in and say hello to everyone, and I actually had a bit of a question of the day, if you will. So have you guys ever had like a case of mistaken identity? Has anyone ever come up to you and thought you were someone else, whether it's in school or in your professional life? Have you ever had anything like that, and was it awkward, or did you just have to like play it off, or what all happened? Or have you ever pretended you weren't who you are? Thanks, guys. Have fun.
Kind of two questions there. So that's the first one.
Where was he? In a stairwell?
He was in a...
It looked like a stairwell. Or a very nice empty office.
Yeah, some sort of volume chamber that feeds.
Was it like right out here?
He's in the closet currently. Yeah, no. He purposely did it in the place that has the most echo possible.
He's like, I know a good spot.
We're just surrounded by metal. Yeah, in a small enclosed place. No idea where he shot that. It looked like a stairwell. You're right.
Yeah.
It felt like a stairwell. Yeah. Had the hit stairwell vibes.
Yeah, it did.
Good. Yeah. The question was mistaken identity. What was the question?
Yeah.
I have never had that happen.
No one's came up to you and said thought you were somebody else?
Nope.
No, not a single person's thought you were someone else in your life.
I can't recall a single time that's ever happened.
Okay.
For real.
Well, that's interesting.
I'll say something.
Okay.
I don't think I've been mistaken for somebody else. Maybe.
Yeah.
If so, it's just like a...
You don't like embed that into your memory.
Yeah, it wasn't like important. Remember forever.
Yeah.
It is a very common pickup line.
Oh.
For guys who slide into my DMs, they'll be like, "Hey, did I see you at blah blah blah?" I could have sworn that was you.
Okay.
So I have so many doppelgangers. All these guys are like...
That's a common thing. Okay.
Not all these guys, but it's happened on multiple occasions that I'm like, really, guys? You can't think of anything else?
So they say that they saw you at an event or at a place or something?
Yeah. Hey, were you at whatever? I thought I saw you. Did I just see you at this? It like opens the door for the conversation.
That's so bad.
But it has happened so many times to me.
Like,
not recently.
Like what?
Yeah.
But through college and stuff, that happened all the time. I was like, you guys don't realize you're all using the same line? How do you not know?
But I guess it makes sense of like, so they would, because either way you say yes or no, it starts a conversation, I guess is the idea, right?
Yeah, because it's like, no, I wasn't at that. And it's like, oh, that girl looked just like you. Anyway, can I take you out to dinner? Yeah. I mean, seriously, it was that smooth where it was like, oh, that's weird. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, you don't really care.
Yeah.
You didn't.
Yeah. Because the answer was always no.
Yeah. You didn't see someone that looked like me. There can't be that many people that look like me, unless it's just this one person that everybody keeps seeing. They're like, is that Kenna?
Goes to,
I'm going to message her on Facebook about it.
Yeah. Is that where they contact you through Facebook?
Or Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
I would, sometimes there was, there's a person at who works tangentially from like us, and he's confused me twice for some artist because we work with a lot with art shows, And he's like, "Oh, have you submitted your artwork to this thing?" And it's now been twice that I've had to be like, "No, I think you're confusing me with somebody else." He's like, "Oh, okay." So now that's happened twice, and I don't know. I don't know how to because we've never really been formally introduced, so I don't know.
I say you lean into it. I say you're just like, yeah, I did. You coming to the show? I'll see you there, buddy.
Yeah. So I don't exactly know who.
Or start like fake confusing him for someone else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just to get into his mind. Yeah. That's true. I could do that.
Yeah, I say start the mind games. Why not?
Why not? Exactly.
They're doing it to you.
Yeah.
You might as well do it to them.
Yeah. I genuinely think that they're getting me confused with somebody because I don't know why they would lie about it twice.
He's just like really trying to get in your head.
Yeah. Because it seems so genuine too. Like it was like, yeah. So I don't know. And it's like, and it's because like I'm sitting there like, oh, I kind of want to say yeah or oh no I'm getting to it, but then I'm like I don't want to lie to this person. Like it's one of those situations like you want to be polite and you don't want to tell somebody that they're wrong to their face or that they're confused. You know, it's like one of those situations where like you don't want to. I don't know. So it's my politeness that's like in the way of like do I lie? How far does this go? If I lie, yeah. So I have to. But do you think the one correction would? I don't know.
I don't know. You correct a guy twice. If it happens again, it's like you just lean in.
Yeah,
that's my 2 cents.
Yeah,
that's the dog in this fight for me.
That's the dog in this fight.
That's my dog in this fight.
Mm-hmm. That's good. I like that. I like that phrase. Do you like that phrase, Andrew?
I do like that phrase.
It's a good phrase.
It's a good phrase.
It's on my mind.
Well, I know why it's on your mind. It's on patreon.com/Cade Thomas. You can unlock that joke.
That's it. That's where it's from.
Yeah, it is where it's from. So have you ever lied about who you are?
I've given people fake names at bars before.
Oh, what's a fake name that you give?
Peyton was one.
Oh, okay.
Fia was one.
Fia?
Fia.
Fia?
FIA.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I think Peyton, you could pass as a Peyton.
Yeah, people have said that to me before. They're like, oh yeah, that's a good name for you.
Yeah, I think so. Have you given a fake name or a fake thing? Mm-mm. Not for fun.
Andrew's always genuinely himself.
Always genuinely himself.
Everywhere he goes.
Yeah. So you're not fearful of somebody. I don't know what they would do. What do they do? What would they do to Andrew?
I don't.
What would they do with knowing that Andrew's who he is?
No.
You're not fearful in general?
Say it again.
You're not fearful in general?
Depends on the situation.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's about it.
That's about it?
Yeah.
That's all he has to say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I'm like, when it comes to the situation, if I would ever like, the only time I would ever like give out a fake name is if I'm on the phone with like a not a telemarketer or either a telemarketer or spam. Like if they call me up and like
I just know your name.
they're like, is Mr. Nichols there? And I'm like, no, this is George Fraser, and like one time what happened.
They're like, oh, Mr. Fraser, glad we got you. We've been trying to get hold of you.
Yeah. Oh, they buy my car's insurance. I already got that. Blah, 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 blah. But like the thing is that like, I remember they called me. This is what happened is that they called me up during the Oscars one time. And that's like
could they?
That's like a big no. Like, do not call me during the Oscars. I will not answer the phone.
I didn't know that rule.
But like the thing is that like I got a call during the Oscars and they were wanting to sell me like newspapers or something like that.
Newspapers?
Like, yeah, for real.
So who was selling you newspapers?
I don't remember who it was, but like I don't remember who.
Bizarre story, Andrew.
The New York Times called Andrew.
But they were like really on the phone with me. They were like on the phone with me. They were really on the phone with me, Cade. No, they were.
That makes me feel like they weren't.
Yeah. The word really seems to throw me off a little bit.
I'm starting to not believe you.
Yeah. I'm starting to think that they were
I'm not lying. But like,
Why did you lie about
Is
that?
this story going to go somewhere interesting, Andrew, or is that the end of it?
it ended up.
Is it just the fact that they try to sell you newspapers and you said that you were?
Let's see where he goes.
Okay, it
Let's
seems
see.
like it's a lot of setup. That just the setup's most interesting part.
I tried to. So what
It
happened
is better
was,
in spectacularly.
so what happened was that like they called during the Oscars, and it was like
phone call.
it was
Andrew,
like-
then why is this story have to be so long and complicated? It's okay. Go ahead. I don't think this is going anywhere, kid. I think that was the story, but he keeps trying to get to a point. But go ahead.
But anyway,
Fine, that's fine.
but what happened was that whenever they answered, my mom answered the phone. And they said they want to talk to you, and I'm like, okay. And they gave me the phone.
Wait,
like,
when was this?
This was at the 2010 Oscars.
So how old were you?
I was 25.
Okay.
24, 25.
And you were
Still
there at
had a
home.
landline?
You
Yeah.
had landline.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they were saying, did she say these were newspaper people?
Yeah.
Okay. And they said they want to talk to you.
They wanted to talk to me. They wanted to talk to me about like what newspapers I read. And I'm like, I'm like, listen.
Survey.
And at the end of it, they said, all right, Mr. Nichols, thank you. And I said, oh, no, this is not Mr. Nichols. And they're like, well, who is it? I'm like, this is something or other. I gave like a fake name. They're like, oh my God, we're so sorry. And I said, yeah, you should be. I'm watching the Oscars right now. And I hung the phone up.
Oh.
Well,
Andrew got him. He snaps back.
yeah, he does. Well, everyone's time was wasted there.
Everyone. The
Everyone.
surveyor.
Yeah. Me hearing that story now.
Yay.
10 years later. Yeah, that's No, it was fine, Andrew. That was it ramped up to
You know what? It was exciting. It was exciting to that added character of the mom.
Yeah,
being
no, I
there.
didn't realize that was it was involved.
Didn't
yeah.
know we were even in a
Yeah.
shared house there.
Yeah, I thought we had all this set up beforehand, but then setup came halfway through the story, right at the very end.
I just remember my dad being at work. My mom was, I was laying on the couch.
Andrew,
My
we
mom
don't
was
need
right
more.
And my aunt was there.
We got the conclusion of it. Setups generally go before the whole story. Yeah. Okay.
The temperature was 48 degrees.
48.
I don't know. It was a Sunday night.
So what did you
Keeps it
miss?
cold for
What
them.
did you miss? Why am I asking? What did you miss while taking this survey? Was it some speech or something?
It was. I remember it was actually during a commercial break.
Oh.
And
This
then,
was actually really convenient.
Yeah.
and then like it
Was it a
led
long
in-
survey?
Not really. No, it was like just a couple minutes.
Yeah.
It wasn't like an hour. So
Yeah. Do you like taking? Have you ever taken like one of those? I've taken a Gallup survey before. Have you ever taken a Gallup survey? It
I feel like at some point in my life it was required for me to take a Gallup survey.
was required.
Yeah, by like some teacher or something. Some professor.
Oh, I had a phone. It was a phone call, and they said, "Would you?" And I did a Gallup survey. It was during the 2016 election.
Oh, maybe that's what.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So that's fun. Did it once, and then they said, "Can we call you back again?" And I said, "Absolutely not."
Never again.
They were very excited because I think they mostly had people hang up on them and not want to do it again. So they were very happy, and they're like,
Well,
think
yeah,
that
you
they
can't
had
just
somebody else.
cold call people.
Yeah.
No,
anymore.
yeah.
We all see that that's not someone that we have in our phone, so not someone we want to talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it nowadays. I really don't.
Yeah. Well, it's all landline based. I do think that Gallup is still landline, which is why you have such problems with some surveys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, oh, yeah. That makes sense, though. Because they can't call offices and they can't call cell phones.
Yep.
And what's the one demographic that still has landlines? We won't go there.
My grandma still has a rotary phone.
Wow.
that's fun.
Yeah.
Does it still work?
Yeah. Like that is her phone. That's where you call her at her house. So yeah,
Like
I learned how to. I learned how to do that as a small child.
Yeah, my grandparents had a
It's
rotary
fun.
phone.
I don't know why
but
they did away with that.
Well, I think it's probably took a lot of time.
It
took
definitely
extra time.
does. And then if you mess up, it's like, oh,
yeah.
Gotta do it
hang
again.
up, start over.
Yeah,
But it's a little more engaging, I think.
makes it a game.
Yeah, it makes it kind of fun.
Gamifies
Rather
phones.
than just like boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I think it's in the Alfred Hitchcock movie Dial M for Murder. They actually show the process of how that works. Because rotary phones were were the thing back then. But they actually showed the process of how, whenever you dial in, like what happens whenever you dial in. I thought that was neat. Personally.
Neat.
Yeah.
It's neat.
So
You believe it's the Alfred Hitchcock movie Dial M for Murder?
yeah, because I was watching it with my dad. And he's like, son, watch this. This is how those rotary phones work. And I'm like, oh, that's cool, Daddy. So,
And then the survey.
So that was the
people
impression of you.
yeah.
That's right. Yeah. That's a good callback. Sorry for stepping on that.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Rotary phone.
Yeah.
I feel stepped on.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Is it, the internet in general? That's a technology, right?
Kind of.
Yeah, kind of. Do you think it's a net good or bad? Net. The net. Is the net
No.
a net?
After working in
The net.
social media for
Why do we keep calling? Why do we go back to calling it the net?
the World Wide Web
Yeah, the World Wide Web. After working with the World Wide Web.
for so long. I'm gonna say a negative.
Oh.
Net negative.
A net negative.
Yeah,
Agree?
I'd be so much happier without it.
You know,
Let him. You guys are going to debate if
Oh,
he
go
says
ahead.
yes, if it was great.
no, I kind of agree because
Oh man,
the
That's
the
not
internet.
Good. That's not good entertainment.
It's not good content.
It's not good content,
You're supposed
Andrew.
to say it's
Oh,
not.
here. Give it to me again.
Do you think the net is a net good or net bad?
I think it is a net great.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
It is a Kenna,
conflict.
it is a net great.
Sure.
Sure.
No,
Great debate.
I'm in agreement with you because the thing is that I don't think it's
Well, name one bad thing about the internet.
it's a time suck.
Okay, that's the worst thing.
It actually is like
that actually is the worst. That's a strong take, Andrew.
the thing is that the internet, the internet is great in
time
so
suck.
many. It is a time
Negative.
suck.
What's a negative, Kenna? That's another negative. Try to out negative him if you can.
It's just a breeding ground for hate.
No, I totally agree.
I
'cause,
think
like,
it's a net good.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, sure, there's like mountains and mountains of bad things, but hey, oh well.
compelling. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, has it destroyed our society? Yeah.
Your answer is yes.
Well, I'm not debating these parts. So don't bring those points up. Whatever.
How did I know, Cade?
But the good parts is like, you don't, there's less human connection or whatever.
That's the good part.
yeah,
That's so sad to me.
yeah. Because the thing is that like I remember.
But don't you just like hate, the sun and grass and all that?
No, not at all.
Yeah, and you could see all that through like the blue light of a digital device.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Did you ever read anything by Ray Bradbury?
something about burning books and Fahrenheit 451. But like,
I wouldn't you want to climb a mountain? You want to climb a mountain?
at some point in time,
Do
yeah.
I want to? I don't think so.
I have never
exactly.
Yeah.
You don't want to. Some people do, but they could go and take the videos of it and then okay, I'll see it. There you go. And that's good. I'm glad the internet exists so I could. Oh, that's nice to see that's at the top of that thing.
Yeah.
So you like it for the information.
Yeah. That's a good way of putting it.
Sure.
That is at your fingertips.
Yeah, well, like isn't that great? Like I can't stand all these people out there that are like, you know, I love 80s music, right? You know, I've said that before. I hosted a new wave show. I have a massive 80s vinyl collection. That's whatever. But the point is that I tell people that. And then there's people that were, you know, alive during the 80s. And I don't know that was their, you know, time in which they did music. And they'll say, oh, they're like wanting me to admit that they get off on the fact that they're like, oh, my music was so great in that era or whatever. There's people who love 60s and 70s music. It's like best era and everything. Don't you? They want me to say, oh, I wish I was alive whenever you were alive. And I can't stand those people. I can't stand them because I would rather be alive now than at any point in the past. When or even be old now. It's awful.
We will be old one day.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: I would rather be young 750 years from now than being alive. I mean, like as long as society continues to, you know, have it. Well, what I like is we have access to every single music piece. You know, bar some that's been lost to sense of time. We have more access to more music than any time alive. And that's exceptional. And that makes it better than all those people who were alive in the stupid 80s.
You know,
I can't stand those people. They try to make like they're trying to make me feel bad for like, oh yeah, I like your music more, but at least I'm not old. And I have access to everything.
Ooh, we've touched on something here with Cade.
Yeah, I don't know. They try to make me admit something, and I'm like, no, you're wrong. I'm not going to admit it. Andrew, go ahead.
I was born in the 80s.
Yeah, you were.
What, like 89?
85.
Oh, 85.
That's not even a thing.
No, so you didn't.
And I'm out.
But I mean, you weren't alive in the, you know, that
I wasn't,
that'd be like me saying it was the 90s, you know, it's like
I wasn't like consciously aware that I was in the 80s.
I remember the end of the 90s and into the 2000s. Those
Sure.
were where the strong...
See, I wasn't. I don't remember 9/11.
But
Oh, I do.
I do.
Yeah. Well, don't bring it
'cause
down
we
and
were
bring
here.
up 9/11.
You did.
don't I don't know why
not get into that.
That's not. Yeah.
But I do remember. See, I agree with you on that about like whenever I hear people.
9/11.
Well, yeah, but like, but also
I
like,
do remember it.
but like when people talk
Never
about
forget,
like,
really.
oh, yeah.
Don't ever.
Where were you when the world stopped turning?
Exactly. Andrew, we're not talking about that right now. That's a downer. We're trying to make Kenna's new episode a fun, upbeat thing. So
Sorry,
everyone
Kenna.
quit bringing up this tragedy.
But like when it comes to like whenever I hear people say like, oh yeah, you know, I wish I was like back at or in that time or whatever. I'm like, why? You know, why can't you enjoy it now?
Because that's humanity. We're always wishing we were back somewhere or in the future somewhere.
But no one wants the future though anymore either. That's the whole other thing is people kind of the whole dystopian thing. They think we're on a trajectory that's bad or whatever. And it's like, well, sure. Like America probably won't be a superpower in another century. But oh well. We messed that one up, didn't we?
Yeah. Maybe.
Well. Oh well.
For our audio listeners, I just did a very exaggerated shrug and pouting lip.
But what an impact.
Yeah.
I mean, truthfully, every place is America, right? Even like every place is not America, it's still America because our culture is so it permeates everything.
Yeah.
You know. So pretty, it's you know, we didn't perhaps, you know, dominate other countries like a Rome or a Greece in like a military sense. But we certainly did that too, but not, you know, land wise. But we certainly did do a number on culture, on world culture, unlike any other empire has done in history. So, oh well. But
it is what it is.
I love Cade's take on things. It's just like, yeah, I mean, it's disastrous and it's horrible and awful, but
Well, that's but like that's the thing. Like that's all. Yes, it's bad, and but what are you going to do about
This
it?
is
Cry?
why you don't need therapy.
Yeah. Well, that's what I think. I mean, what are you going to fix? And everything's broken, but just kind of I don't know, deal with it.
Like an adult.
Well, I don't mean like that, like get over it or whatever. I just mean like, I don't know. You could, it's, I don't know.
Well, I think,
I don't know.
Well, the thing is that like what you can do right now is that,
you could be sad, but
I mean,
with
like,
a smile.
if you look at it, the thing is that there's two ways to look at it. You can think like, oh, we're doomed, or you can think, this is a good way to this is a good beginning for at least, me in general to build something better. And if I can do it with other people, then that's kind of the route I want to go.
Yeah.
Especially if you're, I'm not a political person by any means, but if I were to be in politics, that's really where I'd want to go to.
Is what?
Is like trying to build like a better society.
Oh, okay. You don't think that that's such a controversial take, Andrew, that if you went into politics, you would want to build a better society.
Absolutely.
So that would be your platform.
Yeah.
You would tell people, vote for me if you want a better society.
Yeah.
And no specifics.
Well, like 4-day work week.
Yeah, I think that's anyone should run on that. I think that's how you'd get it. But they don't want
4-day work week.
They don't
three
want
weekends all the time.
the workers. Like if they were able to have a party that spoke to the American worker, it would be an unstoppable force.
Nobody talks about the only thing we really talk about is either Republicans or Democrats. Mm-hmm. Nobody talks about libertarians anymore. I think they're kind of they're independents. I mean, independents are independents, but we have libertarians. Libertarians are still a party, but they're kind of, the last time I heard about anything that was libertarian was back in 2008.
Well, people voted for Gary Johnson in 2016. Mm-hmm. When they didn't have the two options there. I don't know. The option to me isn't, hey, everything hands off, because then you're going to have capitalism run amok. And and so that's the problem with libertarianism, is that in my eyes, is that you need absolute, regulation because capitalism is based on exploitation of resources and things up, and will take everything until there's nothing left. In often cases, that is almost always workers, but it's also, resources in general. And so there needs to be things that rein that in, regulation wise. And really there's a party that does that, but, they still have their pockets lined, and there's lines that they won't cross and everything. And it's a problem. We have a problem.
Just a little bit.
But oh well.
I mean, if they want to, I don't know, make us go further down into a problem. Well, everyone wants to divide, and they want to have, here's your two options and everything. And if there was someone who came along and really pointed at the issue that was capitalism is the issue, and didn't get into all of the other things and knew how to navigate all of the problems that people would try to throw at you in that sort of sense, because that is our problem. That is the problem here. And it's not like I'm not a socialist or whatever, but you need socialist principles to offset capitalism.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, when it comes to socialism, I wouldn't call myself a socialist, but I do have there are some socialist things I think that we probably do need to implement.
Well, all of our best regulations and our best things are socialist ideas. Mm-hmm. And that isn't to say that there's a problem with capitalism in general. Well, there is a problem with capitalism in general, but it isn't to say that we should do away with it. It is still a really good basis. However, you need socialist ideas to help rein in the thing. And there needs to be a radical redistribution of wealth in America.
Well, that, and I also believe that when it comes to healthcare,
oh yeah,
I think healthcare needs to be free across the board.
Yeah.
I mean, You can say what you want to, but the thing is that when it comes to healthcare, everybody needs to have equal healthcare, whether or not it doesn't matter who you are. And the thing is that when it comes to healthcare, especially for us, whenever we get older,
You're excited to get older, Kenna?
No.
as we get older, like healthcare is going to cost so much more than what it is now.
Yeah.
And that personally, that kind of scares me.
Yeah. It's attached to your employer too, which is a problem. But anyways, Kenna, you don't want to get old.
I want to, in the sense that I want to live a long, nice life.
Would you go the vampire route if it was an option?
I don't know. Because eventually it's like
Vampire route. You don't quite. I'm glad that you didn't question it. That was you took it as an actual question, and Andrew's trying to question my questions that I have for my guests. Would you go the vampire route? And you said, yeah, probably not. That's a good question. Probably wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, probably no.
Yeah. Yeah. So you want to? So you want to grow old and die?
Probably. I mean, it's the natural.
Yeah, it's a natural thing.
Process.
I probably would go vampire if given the option. Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
Hang upside down and sleep.
Yeah.
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 I mean, the worst that you do is, I guess you're a murderer, but.
But oh well.
But I don't know. Some greater good, maybe. I don't know. Hopefully you do something good. Well, at that point, like that, you'd be alive for generations, and so you would be able to hopefully have accrued some generational wealth over time. How would have tracts of land?
You could live many lives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which might be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But oh well. That's not an option. So I guess we'll grow old and die, or die early.
Hey,
It's always an option.
that is true.
Yeah.
It's true. But
If you had to pick how to die, how would you do it, Kenna?
oh my God. I thought my podcast was supposed to be an upper.
It's upper. You can pick a happy way.
Jeez.
Like a hot air balloon accident. That sounds fun.
I don't think that sounds fun.
Well, the describing of it would be fun.
But you couldn't describe it. You'd be dead.
Everyone talks about it. It's like she was way up in the air and it popped. And then, or it caught fire or something. I don't know. How would a hot air balloon accident happen?
Fire.
It'd be a fire situation?
It'd fire. Be my guess.
Yeah. That doesn't sound fun. Well, why not? They're a big balloon.
That doesn't sound fun.
Yeah. Or the bottom of the nest thing breaks down. The basket, yeah.
Just fall.
There was a poorly designed door on the bottom.
There's an escape hatch on the bottom.
Yeah. So of old age or something?
Yeah, probably of old age.
Yeah, in sleep, everyone wants to die. Yeah,
how everyone wants to go.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the problem with that would be I mean, you wouldn't want to live to be like 106, right?
I don't know. At that point,
What's
the quality
of life? Yeah. So that's the problem.
The people that age all seem like they're ready to go.
Yeah.
Like they're like, I'm done.
Anytime. Yeah. If Dr. Kevorkian knocked on my door, I would open it up.
Be like, hey, you want to let's get started?
Yeah.
Use a blow dart. Just
Yeah.
Love the sound effect.
That's true. So who would have the blow dart in this situation?
Dr. Kevorkian.
Cade undoubtedly would be the one. He's going to live forever and he's going to take other people out.
Well, so it does seem. Yeah.
Love the sound effects.
Yeah. I mean, Dr. Kevorkian was an interesting guy, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Do you like him?
Do I like him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
He was Greek or something, right? Was he Greek?
I think he was Greek.
Kevorkian?
Yeah.
No idea. I've never like done any more digging on Dr. Kevorkian or
assisted
practice.
suicide. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've never really had to.
I really had to. They made a really good movie on HBO where Al Pacino played him.
Yep.
So there you go.
Oh, maybe I'll watch it.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good little show. So
Called You Don't Know Jack.
you don't know Jack. Okay, you want to do our segment?
Yeah.
And now for our next segment. It's titled Movie Smoothie. This is the segment of the show in which we've written down 5 movies on our handy dandy paper that we have, and we are going to put them in a blender, blend them up. In some cases, they have, called movies blank means blank by way of blank or whatever. You sell movies that way. It's an interesting thing. So we could take aspects of this. We could take characters. We could take genres of each of these. We can take any sort of aspect of each of these to make a whole new movie. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, but we'll have fun.
I loved how you explained that.
What's your first one, Kenna?
Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo. That's fun.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a great one.
Spoiler alert, at the end of the movie, they did find him. They found Nemo.
They actually found him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Little spoiler there.
They did.
Well, it's
yeah.
kind of a spoiler in the title, really.
Yeah.
Finding Nemo.
I mean, it doesn't say found Nemo.
Found him.
Yeah. Mine is, it's a fun one. Awesome. It's Independence Day.
Okay.
What's yours?
The Mummy.
The Mummy.
So we obviously take Brendan Fraser. Is that an obvious choice?
Yeah. So what is he, like a scuba diver? Or is he just a
Trying.
voice? Oh, okay.
Oh, is he?
He's a clownfish.
Well, no. Well, he could be just Brendan Fraser in general. Like what's his character's name?
Rick O'Connell.
There you go. He's doing some sort of underwater adventure now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. There's a mummy underwater. Well, there's aliens, I guess, or something.
Yeah.
Underwater.
What if it's like, yeah. What if it's like an underwater alien
Ooh, exciting.
that has been entombed for thousands of years.
There you go.
And then
I like it.
he goes on a trek
To find.
he goes on a trek to find the alien of Atlantis.
Okay. There you go.
And-
Maybe Atlantis, is alien sort of.
Yeah.
And then the aliens attack Atlantis or something.
And Nemo has the key to like defeat the aliens.
So Nemo crosses over.
Yeah.
He's like a real fish in this situation, or is he still the cartoon fish?
I think he's still a cartoon fish.
Okay. Well, that's fun.
Complete
I
with
like that, don't you? Would you buy a ticket to that?
I would.
Okay. What would you call it?
Oh. I keep getting these high pressure questions. And
Mummy Day.
what'd you say?
Finding Mummy Day.
Finding
Mummy
Mummy.
Day.
That sounds terrible. You know what? This is yours. I'm sorry. I took it over.
Finding.
Finding. Why are we don't have to have finding.
Well, great. What's your next one? What's your next one?
The next movie?
Movie. Yeah.
One that I hated very much.
Oh, okay.
And if you want to know why, go watch it on Cade's double
Double feature movie club.
feature movie
Oh,
club.
man.
Huh?
It's Cade. Do you know?
I don't know what it is. Oh, is it?
It's
Is
the
it the
bling
bling
ring.
The Bling Ring? Well, that's fun.
Hated that one.
Mine is Friday the 13th.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Which one?
Just in general. I mean, okay. We could do one without
it's
with
got-
actual Jason. And
It's got
the mom.
Jason. It's got a machete. My second one is Minority Report.
Okay. So, yeah, once again, if you do want to watch Kenna's take on Bling Ring, you can go to Double Feature Movie Club, our sister podcast where we talk movies.
Did you like it, Kenna?
We'll have to watch it to find out.
So I do like the concept of the fact that like these characters going to, or like these types of characters going to Crystal Lake and getting slaughtered by Jason. I think that's fun.
Yeah.
Like these
The
people,
Bling Ring
yeah, the
people?
Bling,
Yeah.
actual Bling Ring people, yeah,
I'm fine with that.
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah. I think that's a fun one. And then I don't know how do you get Minority Report in there?
Well, in Minority Report, they can see into the future.
Yeah,
So the precogs have to see into the future.
that's fun.
And then they see that John Anderton, who's Tom Cruise in that movie, commits a murder. And
Wow.
he doesn't commit the murder for another 36 hours, but pre-crime people are hunting him.
That's crazy.
Pre-crime.
Pre-crime. That's some crazy stuff, Andrew. How would you fit that in?
Into Bling Ring?
Bling Ring Friday the 13th. They go off of Crystal Lake.
Well, I don't know.
So somehow someone has to know, like before.
Someone
so
knows the future.
someone knows the future.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's see. How about this?
Emma Watson's character.
Emma Watson's character is able to predict the future, and she knows how Jason from Friday the 13th is going to kill other people, and she has to go warn those other people.
Okay. Or she's just brought her friends there because she wants them all to die.
Yeah, like you all go
We're
first.
gonna make this all happen, and she knows she'll survive, and then maybe at the end she's like, oh, it comes back, and she's like, oh no, he's gonna get me too, and then she has to outsmart Jason.
Yeah.
Third movie, mine. Let me go first.
Sure.
Mine's Herbie the Love Bug.
Oh. Nice.
What's yours?
Steel Magnolias.
And Andrew, what's yours?
Wedding Crashers.
Oh,
Okay.
I almost put Wedding Crashers on my list.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that's fun.
All right, cool.
That's like an all lighthearted.
Yeah. So Andrew had his hand out for a high five the whole time.
Sorry, Andrew.
You're fine.
Hey.
So
There we are.
okay. I want to call Steel Magnolias a light.
Yeah, after I said that, I was like,
Yeah.
maybe not,
Yeah.
actually. But
So Herbie's who's Herbie?
is Herbie Shelby?
Yeah, Herbie. So Herbie.
Is Herbie?
I want to see Sally Field cry over losing Herbie.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Herbie the Love Bug crashes into weddings in the South.
Okay, that's a way of actually putting it together. Mm-hmm. So he just drives over. It's just as this car shows up in all these weddings throughout the South. And,
Yes.
and they're just like, oh, come on, Herbie.
Come on in. Maybe he's there as a photo opportunity, but they don't realize that he's actually like taking all of the champagne, like
or
loading
whatever,
it in his
yeah.
trunk.
Yeah, whatever, however he does that, yeah.
Snacks.
Where are all the wedding gifts?
And they're like, well, it can't be this car. This is just a regular Volkswagen Beetle. Why would you? Someone's like blaming that's the bus. He stole it. And
And
they're
he
like,
is-
oh my god, this person's crazy. It's just a.
Get him out of here.
Yeah.
And he is an invited guest.
Yes.
We can't say no to Herbie.
Secret trash.
Yeah. Okay, fourth one.
Am I going first?
I don't know. Let's go, Andrew. Andrew hasn't gone first yet.
The Return of the Pink Panther.
Oh,
Okay, it's very specific.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't just Pink Panther. It was The Return.
Yeah, the return. Yeah, which we all know that one. The plot of that one.
It's listen. If you've seen one Pink Panther movie, you've seen them all.
I believe that.
Yeah, I believe that too. What's yours?
Mine is Couples Retreat.
Oh, that's
Oh.
fun.
I went with a different Vince Vaughn vehicle.
That's good. I went Pinocchio.
Oh, live action or?
Who cares?
Okay.
This is going to be a difficult one. So what'd you say? What was yours?
Panther.
Pink Panther.
The Pink Panther.
Okay, so the Pink Panther, you want to take the idea of some sort of sleuth. I mean, you could put Peter Sellers in these things, or you could just take the plot of Pink Panther of there's some sort of jewel that's stolen.
Yeah, the Pink Panther is a jewel, and
Couples.
if like
Is the jewel a wedding ring?
yeah,
Yeah. So so maybe
And Pinocchio's trying to steal it because he's made of wood.
yeah.
It gets stuck on Pinocchio's nose.
And he just keeps lying, and it keeps getting further away.
Yeah. So they have to take him on a couples retreat.
Yeah.
To try to get him to stop
Lying. Yeah.
So his nose would go down.
It's halfway across it's all the way out in outer space now. And this is the best thing we've come up with. I don't know why. Just please tell the truth about your marriage, Pinocchio. Just keeps getting further and further away. Yeah. Well, last one did not think that one was going to work, but
You know those movies that are like happening inside movies?
Yeah.
I feel like we could write those. movies.
Yeah.
A story within a story?
Yeah, that these protagonists are like, what is this
What
movie?
is this?
How did that happen? And why am I here?
We could do those.
Yeah. It almost seems vaguely like a movie, but something's disastrously wrong. Like that couldn't actually be made into a film, but it somehow was. Yeah. Last one. What you got?
I have E.T.
E.T. Very frequent one on the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people like E.T.
Huh. Good to know.
Andrew.
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. And then I went, similar to the other horror, Nightmare on Elm Street. So that one we have Freddy in this mix. So it was E.T.
Okay, so E.T. comes to Earth and he's having these nightmares of Freddy Krueger trying to chase him around, so he has to hire the mob in order to keep him off his tail.
Well, Andrew just had that.
Yeah.
Back
Well,
pocket.
obviously that was the story, yeah.
Clearly.
So it's a sequel to E.T.?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Actually, it's a sequel to Goodfellas.
Okay. It's both things.
Yeah.
It's not a sequel to E.T. even though it has E.T. as the main character.
Okay, well, backtrack.
It's a cameo. It's fine.
Uh-huh. So he's having so what's the mob gonna do to defeat Freddy Krueger?
I don't know. They have to develop some sort of a phone in order to call Freddy and tell him to stop.
The mob invents a phone.
Those are the great minds behind the dream phone.
And that's it.
I love it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or, I mean, part of me thinks that there's a child whose parents are in the mob or whatever, and they're or somehow the mob in general is being haunted by Freddy Krueger. I like that idea that each of them are having these nightmares, and they're like, "Hey, have you guys been seeing this racer guy in your dreams who's haunting you?" They're like not wanting to come forward with this horrible nightmare that they've all each individually been having.
And E.T. is just a member of the mob.
Yeah. And one of their E.T.'s like, I've also been having that problem. He's just introduced halfway through the movie. He just has a hat on, and he's like, he's just at one of these mob meetings.
Am I a clown? Do I amuse you?
And so halfway through the movie, you're like, wait, is E.T.'s in this too? What is this movie? Why did they... Yeah, I like that.
I do too. I'm sold.
The shock halfway through that this is also an E.T. sequel. Not only is it a weird sequel to
Goodfellas
and Nightmare on Elm Street, yeah, they're gonna bring E.T. into it. Yeah,
directed by Martin Scorsese.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Well, great. That has been Movie Smoothie.
What a great smoothie.
What a great thing. Yeah. Well, Kenna, your episodes are something.
They are quite a roller coaster this time as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you have a fun time in general?
Yeah.
The last time we made a lot of TikToks out of yours because once again yours was the longest video, so there was a lot of content.
Yeah, there was a lot of room.
A lot of room to.
If you want a lot of contact Kenna Stimson.
Yeah. We didn't talk too much about much of anything of importance. I don't feel like.
No.
We sell you as a photographer. You do photos. Talk about that for a bit.
My photos?
Yeah, your photos. Talk about photos.
I mean,
it's not on camera. It was just you. Yeah. Okay.
Who's not a photographer these days? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone has a camera in a sense.
Everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, all you have to have is a smartphone.
Exactly.
Is that all you had to have?
As long everybody's a photographer until you put it in manual. That's my philosophy.
That's fun. Do you have a cool little quip like that?
No, I don't.
So these, like I said before, we did a lot on TikTok before for your things. That is where we do a lot of our real. We do real these. So we do a lot of our shorts and stuff and things.
Were you gonna call them reels?
Well, that's what Instagram reels is what they call those.
I know.
I was trying to say we make other content. We make shorter content for the podcast on these platforms. I'm trying to segue into something.
They're called TikToks.
Yeah,
they're called short films.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, this season we're trying to really capture that demographic more. We're trying because that is a huge part. A lot of more people listen to our TikToks than our podcasts. It's people love our TikToks and TikToks in general. People love. It's a thing. Yeah,
it definitely is a thing. Yeah.
It is a thing.
What?
So,
I think your one of your lights died.
So what you're going to do now is we are going to be specifically talking to the TikTok audience.
Oh,
however you want to. Okay.
Oh,
so
that's why.
Okay.
Oh, that's gonna trip me out.
Okay, Kenna, if you can give some advice to the kids out there, however you want to, and please make it a TikTokable. You can do a dance if you want to.
Oh my God.
Andrew, you can help out too any way you can.
What?
Not music, just with your general vibes.
Oh.
Dance, Andrew.
Dance, monkey dance.
So, Kenna, in general, what would you give people advice who want to create content in general and stuff like that?
Stay true to yourself.
And don't forget to dance.
Because the world will try to change you.
Oh, that's fun.
And you don't have to change. What you have to offer is good enough.
Oh, that's fun. That's
wow,
nice.
I did a really good job.
I think so. Yeah. What are people trying to change about people now?
Originality.
Oh, are you chasing something like? Is it good to chase what's popular?
Here's the thing. Maybe in some instances, right?
Maybe. Okay.
This is turning less TikTokable. I did so good.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. We'll cut out the part that didn't do so good. Right? We can stop dancing. Yeah. I think that was, you're right. You're absolutely right. Well, appreciate that, Kenna.
Thank you. That was a pretty good on-the-spot response.
Yeah, I think so.
Not as feisty as something Diane would have said.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, anything you want to leave the viewers on, Kenna? Plug your stuff, I guess. But before you do that, you want to leave something?
I was going to say, I'm sorry that my episodes take us on this roller coaster each time.
I think it's fun.
You shouldn't have to apologize.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to.
I think I'm somewhat to blame for it too. So don't. So don't think it's all you there. Yeah.
No.
But there is a common thing that it is your episodes.
Yeah, happens to be me. Happens to be me. I'm
Yeah.
actually a fun person in real life.
Mm-hmm.
She is.
Yeah.
Generally never bring up 9/11 and how I choose to die.
Wow.
So
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's weird that they came up though. I don't know. Yeah.
strange. I wonder who threw those in the pot.
Yeah.
Wasn't
I
me.
actively tried to move us away from 9/11 after bringing it up. So just want to be clear here. Yeah. Andrew, anything you want to close out with telling people?
Kind is the new cool.
Oh, that's nice.
That is nice.
Okay. Kenna, where can people find more of your stuff and your things, and where can they learn more about you? And yeah.
So a really cool thing about having a unique name is that if you just simply Google Kenna Stimson, all my stuff pops up. My Instagram, my Facebook. Maybe not such a good thing. I'm really easy to find. I
Yeah.
don't know if I like that.
Yeah.
Instagram is @KenBobin.
If you want people to prefer to place, would it be Instagram?
Instagram, I don't know. I don't even know anymore. Just find me wherever you want to find me. I'll be there.
Yeah. You'll be there.
I'm
Okay,
on all
cool.
the stuff.
You're on TikTok.
I'm on TikTok.
Yeah.
I travel.
Travel.
Little TikTokies.
Yeah. Travel. You do a lot of cool travel things.
Travel talk.
Travel talk. Do you use that hashtag?
I think I might have once.
Yeah, travel talk. I like that.
Yeah.
Do you want to say something kind about Kenna?
Say what?
You want to say something kind about Kenna?
Oh, just Kenna is everything that a friend is supposed to be plus more.
Oh, well, that was nice. There you go. Now it's forever, unless gets cut out. Then it'll be gone. Well, that's nice to say, Andrew.
It's nice.
Yes, I think Kenna is
I only meant all of it.
Oh, that's so sweet. You have anything nice to say in return now, Andrew?
Yes. I feel like I have to.
You can say no.
No, I don't.
I did say, was that in the Patreon content? I said that.
Andrew, if you want to hear that again, you have to pay for it.
I gotta pay for it. I gotta pay for my own Patreon content.
Yeah, for your compliment. If you want to hear the compliment, Andrew.
Andrew is a steadfast friend, always there in hard times and
There you
good.
go.
And hug.
Ditto.
And
What you both said to each other, I also am saying back to both of you. There
Ditto.
you go. Ditto. You guys are really
Cade.
cool and nice, and that's great.
aw,
And I love having you on here on this thing. And I think we need to hang out more in general.
yes.
Where we don't record it and everything, put it out there.
Yeah.
But oh well.
Oh, but oh well.
Andrew, plug your stuff and let's get out of here.
You can find.
Andrew,
Excuse me.
plug your stuff and let's get out of here.
I'm trying, Cade, but oxygen gets in the way. No, you can find me at. I have 2 Instagram accounts. One of them is my personal, Andrew of Nichols. The other one is C.Andrew Nichols Photos. That is more for portraits. And you can also find me on Facebook at C. Andrew Nichols Photos.
There you
You
go.
can find me following all of those accounts.
Oh, that's
So,
good. Yeah. Well, that's it. That's the show.
I was like, I just pay this person to listen to me. It's not like they
It's almost like a
actually want
prostitute
to.
for the
yeah, for your emotions.
emotions, an emotional prostitute. Yeah.